Okay, so today in part 20 and 21, we'll be learning about math functions or math. So just some functions that are very useful to know. We have gone over a few of them, but I'll just name a few more. So I'll just use the last video's script about region trees and magnitudes. But anyways, so let me just make a comment here so I can comment them down. So our first math functions are gonna they're gonna be math.floor, and math.ceil. So what do these do? Well, let's say we have a int number, or to be more accurate, a float, which is just a decimal number, like 2.6. So what happens if we actually we'll do math.round as well. All of these do similar things. So math.floor float. We probably have to turn it to a string as well. So I'm gonna use the function toString. There's a lot of parentheses there. Maybe I can't really make it smaller. So it'll turn the string, math.floor the float, and it'll turn to a string. So let's see what happens. It prints 2. So math.floor just removes the decimal and leaves the number here. So to understand it better, let's do math.ceil and turn this to this, and as you can see, now it's 3. So math.ceil and floor, they just round up the number. Math.floor always leaves the original number in front, and math.ceil, it will make the number 1 higher if it's 5 or above. So if the decimal is 5 or above, it will round it up and it will leave us with 3. And math.round, well, this so if it's 5 or higher, it will round it up, and if it's smaller than 5, it will round it down. So that's math.floor, ceil, and round. Useful of getting rid of decimal numbers. Next, let's do. Actually, let me do this real quick. Actually, no, I'll just leave it like that. So next we will do. Let me think. Let's do math.min and math.max. Okay, so math.min and math.max. I'll make 2 variables, local value 2. I'll set this to 7 and this to 15. So let's print math.min. It needs 2 numbers, value 1 and value 2. And you can probably guess what's going to happen. It's going to print value 1. So math.min just chooses the smallest number from the 2 values that you give it. And math.max does the opposite. It gets the largest value that you give it. So it's going to print 15. So that's math.min and max. There's also some like math.abs or math.absolute. So I'm gonna do it like, yeah, sure, whatever that is. So math.abs value 1. So this will just print the exact number. It prints the number and it just prints how many digits or how much value is from 0. If I turn this to minus, it's gonna print the same, because it should print minus 12784 or not. I don't know, but it just prints how many numbers or how many digits away it's from 0. So that's math.abs. There's also some other uses for it. I don't really remember them. So there's also math.rad and math.deg. I think it was something like that. So you know how cframe.angle, it uses radians instead of degrees, so you'll need to turn those radians into degrees. So for that, use math.rad, and then you put in your degrees. So in this case, it's going to be 90 degrees, and it's going to turn it to radians, which is 1 point whatever this is. Or we can do math.deg, which turns the value into degrees. Or wait, does this... Okay, math.deg, I think, no, this turns them to radians, and the math.rad, I don't know, wait, no. Math.rad turns them into math.rad turns them into, it turns the value that you give it into radians, and this turns the value that you give it into, sorry, okay, wait, let me be out print. I just confused myself, but math.rad turns it into radians. Yes. So there's also math.pi. So math.pi, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just prints pi. So it's an infinite number, I guess you can say. Also math.huge. So math.huge is just a number that goes on forever. Infinite, yeah, it's infinite, never ends. There's also math.pow. Now, I'm not sure if you have seen, like, I'm gonna put the image on screen, but it's like a 2 with a smaller 2. If you know how that works, then it's pretty similar. So pretty much, let me just show you an example with 5 and 5. So what this will do is it's just gonna multiply it 5 times by itself. Yeah, it will just do this. I just print this. Just print this. This is gonna be the exact same outputs, 3125, 3125. So yeah, this just multiplies the first number I give it, and this shows how many times it multiplies itself with. So that's math.pow. We also have math.random, which we already have used, but I'll just show you. So math.random generates a number between the two numbers you give it. First has to be smaller and the second larger. So it's gonna print 5. Now it's gonna print 6. And next time it's gonna print 3. So yeah, it prints a random number. There's also, what was it called? There's also math.clamp. So let me show you how that works. So we're gonna do math.clamp. I'll just type it out and then talk about it. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna do 10. It's gonna be the, actually I'm gonna do 100, or this number. Actually I'm gonna do math.random. Actually no, I'm just gonna do 100, and then minimum number and a max number. And if I print this value 1, this is gonna be a little bit complicated to say. So pretty much this just make sure that the number is always between 10 and 50. So if 100, it turns into 50. If we turn this to 9, it's gonna turn into 10. So it just makes sure that the number, the first parameter, is always between these two values. So as you can see, that's math.clamp. Useful, like, I don't know. Let's say you're making a vehicle and you want to control the car's vehicle wheel spin. You would clamp the number so it won't go over, like, I don't know, 125 spins per minute, rotations per minute, RPM. So that's the important math functions. There's some more complicated ones, like cos, instant cosine, sin, tan, acos, 8 and 2, that has something to do with angles, I'm pretty sure. And and noise, so you will use this to make, you will use this to make random terrain generation. It's gonna be pretty much impossible for me to explain. I gotta print it out. I'm gonna put the image on screen that shows what usually it generates. So it's zero right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just plop up a picture on screen. I'm not really sure how to do it. I'll probably do a tutorial on it sometime. But it just generates random Berlin noise, and I'll put on the screen right what it usually looks like. The black dots being the value of 1, and the white places being the value of 0. So that's everything on this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.